Hey guys, what's up?
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to Madison Motor Works once again. Today we're tinkering with this 65 Comet again. We are trying to finish all the rust repair on the car. It's been a slow process on that. We got a parts car. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. If you hadn't, you check that out. But we're going to put the fenders on this front, swap them in. Got some bracing to do for the front end. The shock towers, they need braced up, because all that's from a 96 Mustang. And if you hadn't checked that out, it's online also. Like I said, the whole disc brakes, power steering is all from a 96.
96 Mustang.
And it fit under this car just like it was meant to. I'm trying to think what else we've discussed. Later on's headliner, window seals. Yeah. Got all that ordered in.
Got all that stuff here to do the window seals and swap the windshield out from the other car.
Yeah, we learned a valuable lesson on that.
Cover your windshields if you're welding.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody wants to know that or not, but yeah.
Here we are. We're not edited out.
Yeah, if you don't, man, it's pitted pretty rough on that one. I think the one in the donor car is actually separating the plastic inside of it.
Oh, really?
But we'll check it out.
Delaminating, I guess the word is.
Yes, yes. Other than that, we've tossed around ideas this morning for an hour, like we always do. We're going to try to weld the hood up. There's a brace it up where we made a cow hood for it. I don't know if you guys seen that or not, but you know what? You can check that out too. Trying to think, man. Other than that, we're just going to work and video and show you what we do along the way.
Yeah. So I guess on our last video this out, we done this rear quarter along with some work on the 56, but
that's the inner and outer quarter.
Yeah. Whole rear, inner, outer here. So we got to get it ground down and make sure we got it welded good, watertight.
Of course.
And then we have, I don't know if y'all can see, but that small hole here.
We were going to take care of it last video, but we decided we just 4 days in on it. Time
4 days in.
A lot going on there. So you're going to see possibly white fenders on it here shortly.
So yeah. The lower quarter's in. It looks good, man. If y'all remember, this whole thing was eat out.
It was gone.
We replaced that. So yeah, we got to fix this. We're going to cut a piece out of the donor quarter.
Yep. And I'm trying to remember. We had some slight rubbing issues on the tire.
Yeah.
And we come up with an idea to fix that. That's inside the tub itself.
Cut that back and then welded it back.
And it's close.
Away from the outer side of the tub.
I think that's shown in the other video, actually.
But yeah, so right now I guess we're going to go get the other car and pull it.
Yeah, we're going to pull
we'll have it here.
Pull the donor car up here, so if we need something off of it, we're readily accessible to it.
Yeah.
Other than that, you guys just hang out and see what happens next.
Enjoy the madness that we create.
Yeah. We started with one thing, now we're changing fenders. It's all good.
Alright, y'all. So I just talked about it being in front of the shop, but we moved everything over. Got both Comets in here now, so I guess it's Comet Central.
Comet Central.
Yeah. So white front end going on this car.
And the reason is, it's been kind of crinkled up right here a little bit. Just saying.
White cars, inner and fender structure going on this car.
Yes. But when we built this car, we made this removable.
Yes, it's removable from here forward.
Which is an awesome idea if you got to change a motor or something like that, but it's a pain. It takes two people or an engine hoist or something, but it will work.
All right, y'all. So first off, I guess we're going to pull the fenders off the rough cars first. See where we're at, what we got. So we talked about swapping this out. We really hadn't made it.
It sounded good on paper or talking about it.
So we do got a Falcon.
There's a couple Falcons around.
Falcons and stuff around that we can use some of this stuff on.
We needed to. There's a Mustang.
Original.
66 Mustang around.
So 66 Mustang.
We got enough, you know, projects.
Four, ain't it?
I ain't got nothing but.
All right, y'all. So we got the front fender off the red card here. Open that down. There 96 Mustangs running in there.
Something different. Something you don't see every day.
So now we're going to pull these fenders off the white car. I thought I hit play on hyperlapse when we was taking these fenders off, but apparently I didn't.
Record.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. Record play, whichever. We're going to record my play.
All right, everybody. That's your line.
All right, Dino, tell the people where we at. What we got going on here?
Well, we thought we was gonna have a good, easy day of pulling off these fenders and all this stuff, but you working on a car that's old as this or even older, there's always rust.
Yes. Something is going to fight you, whether you plan for it or not.
So the bottom bolts on each side were gone. The holes were rusted out.
Yeah.
The bolts are actually still stuck in the fender. The bumper bolts on each side were rusted out. So we've been fighting rust for about an hour.
Yes, sir.
And,
but it's loose.
We won. We have won this battle. So hurry. We
all right, people, we're coming off with it. Now we're still attached to the balance.
Stop. Hang on. Back up. Back up. There we go. It's around that hump there. Well, we'll check into that.
Oh, we're gonna set it on here, I guess, or try to. Don't scratch them wheels.
Yeah, right. Old Budweiser right there, red and white. It fits. Like we knew it was gonna fit.
We know it was gonna fit. What y'all think about that? Headlights in it.
Looks a whole lot better, doesn't it?
Yes, now I need to slap that grill in there.
How about that for motivation?
Look at that.
That's fancy, ain't it? It barely cleared, didn't it? Wow.
And honestly, all of our wiring is still there. Don't pay attention to all this junk. That's just stuff to make the motor run, but
A straight wire deal.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
All right, we found our first problem.
Yeah.
Our hood is
it the hood?
hold on.
I think the fenders are not shifted right.
I'm good here now. You should be too.
Yeah, it's close. We just weren't shifted all the way. Pull the lever. Pin. That's going to be interesting.
Well, the grill ain't as high. Yeah, it is, ain't it?
Well, we'll just go right there. I can get it.
Shoo-wee.
Oh, yeah. They come together right there, did it not?
Sorry, I had to take a picture of that.
Oh, you're good.
Okie dokie. Well, so I'm running town, get me something to eat, and Dean's like, I'm gonna work on this front end. I come back, and this front end is gone.
Oops.
Cut the radiator support out of it, and half of the fender skirts, and here it is. Cut this one out of this car, and there it is.
I hate to backpedal, but that one is in pretty rough shape.
Yeah,
the one
that
that we
one's
had in the Comet.
Bad, because it was wrecked on this front passenger corner apparently sometime in its life.
If we had this car, the donor car, 6 months ago, man, this thing would be right.
Yeah.
Cause you know, we repaired this cowl up here, right there. And this one's just as pretty as can be on both sides.
And they're both Southern cars that I'm aware of. Just, one's a little more rusty than the other in different places. It's kind of odd.
Yeah. But anyways, figure we'd show y'all where we're at. I guess we're about ready to set this on there and see what else needs to be cut.
Yeah, we'll get the alignment on it, and then there's a little bit of repair. Of course, there's rust repair.
Yeah.
Here on this corner where the battery sets.
The battery acid eat it up.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So other than that, let's put it together. You ready?
Are you ready?
No, I ain't ready. Let's go.
I'm born ready.
That's normally what I say. All right, there's a wire on that. You'll figure it out.
It'll work itself off in a wash. All right, y'all. Well, we got our... It didn't go like we planned. That hole that we was going to fill here is magically reappeared.
It's open!
But we got it rough set on there.
Imagine it had rust in that hole.
Yeah.
Where the battery was sitting.
So yeah, it's setting close. We still have to cut the radiator back to get it off on both sides. Yeah, we're fairly happy with it so far. Maybe come Monday we'll get it all tacked back in, welded in where it needs to be.
Of course.
We've been talking about running some brace bars off the shock tower here. Run them and tie them into the frame right up front there.
I think it needs that. It needs that support, I'm sure.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, peoples? So, when we left off the other evening, we had got the we got the radiator support cut out of both cars.
Yep.
We got the white radiator support put back in this Comet.
Yep.
Got its fenders put on.
Kind of hung,
they're just rough hung. But so our plan today is to get this done. Get the front end fully mounted, stiffened up, how it needs to be.
They need to come up a little bit in the front, so we're going to have to make some adjustments there.
It's got to come up there, and the
radiator support
needs to be trimmed a little bit to get the nose of the car to the driver's side.
We got a lot here, so we'll have to bring the whole front end to the...
We never got to actually fitting it the other day. We just Dean got everything cut off, and we just rough throwed it on there for the video and everything.
Nothing's welded in yet.
Yeah. Everything's held on by vice grips, if you want to be real about it.
It is, right.
So today we're going to get this tackled.
That's it.
And we'll talk about everything else we're going to do as we're doing it, I guess.
Works for me, man. All right, so this right here is hitting on the radiator support in the original Comet here. And this is the radiator support out of the donor car. So we got to raise it up just a little bit in order to be able to trim it here so we can get our front end gap right here.
Yeah, because we got no gap.
We got a foot over here.
And all the gap.
So that's where we're at right there. Give you a breakdown on what's happening.
Yeah, and you can see it's touching on the front of the hood.
Yep.
And then back here,
getting
it in spot, which is there. We got a nice gap.
We're going to stay the hood straight on the car, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, the hood may be straight, probably crooked, knowing us.
Maybe.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. And we'll get this taken care of and see if we can get it square-ish.
It'd be square.
All right, y'all. So we spent a few minutes setting the fender height and getting our gaps close because it's not final fit and finish. So, but we're close to where it's going to be. Got a few little spots here and there.
And what had happened, the front of these fenders had drooped down.
Yeah.
And it was causing the gaps here to be overlapped and not in the right position. So
everything lines up now. All three of our points. We got wheel room to turn and drive. Even though it looked better to me personally laid out.
When it was slammed, it was a wild looking ride, wasn't it?
But yeah, so now I guess we're going to start welding stuff in.
Yes, sir.
get this front lower radiator support and the cross member from the original one tied together, make that one unit.
That's it. After that, I guess we're going to go take the fenders back off again,
Yes.
unfortunately, and do some inner fender structures and hood hinge welding in.
Yeah. So we got from the firewall to the strut towers here.
Yep.
We're going to run a bar, tie all that together, and then we're going to run one from the. We may run one solid bar. I don't know yet. And then we're going to run it down and tie it to the front of the frame right there.
The Mustang, 96 Mustang frame.
Kind of like a drag car, since the whole front end does come off and everything. And we've lost our original strut tower braces, and there's no room with that big motor and breather sticking in the way.
No, there's not. We're improvising.
Yeah. So for now, we're going to get this stuff tied in a little bit, get some structure to it, and we will be back soon.
All right, guys, check this thing out right here. We put the front radiator support in it, and it was off a little bit because the original car was wrecked, and the donor car looked like it was in a whole lot better shape than this one. So we used the radiator support on it. It's off a little bit at the bottom because that's where it was when we centered it up. Our gaps are really close, and now we're going to take everything apart that we just put together, of course.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And we're going to put some inner fender structure and possibly some panels in the inner fenders, and that'll finish up the front end. And that's about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And possibly some bumper brackets.
Yeah, we may build bumper brackets. But yeah, it lined up good considering it's two different cars and one was wrecked.
Right. And I don't know if you guys can actually see it, I pointed out, but where we welded the original radiator lower support in, it's off just a little bit because that's where the car was wrecked at.
Yeah. So we pulled everything to the passenger side.
But now it's got new frame rails and everything else under it, so we're good.
Our wheels are sticking the same on the fender arches and everything, sticking out the same. So I'm happy with it.
I think it looks great. So we're going to weld some hood hinges in, weld some.
We're going to get all the stuff that we can't get to with the fenders on it.
That'll work. And then we'll figure out from there.
Yeah. Alrighty, y'all, stick with us. Let's get it done. All right, y'all. So we was getting ready to pull these fenders off, and
hold up, wait a minute.
they was like, let's grab the bumper and swap the brackets like we talked about and make sure they was going to fit like we had planned. And as you can see, they do. So we got a complete front Comet here. Bumper on it. Grill in it. Headlights in it. Fenders set. The hold on one second. All right, so we got our two inner fenders ties or skirts, whatever. It ain't skirts no more, but we got those tied together here where we put that new radiator support in. So our goal now is to pull the fenders
And then do our inner bracing.
and do our inner strut tower braces.
From the firewall to the strut tower to the frame.
Yeah, something. We're gonna figure that out next, but we got where we wanted to here with the fenders and everything. We're very happy with them. I love it.
And quit smiling.
Yeah. The bumper's freaking awesome.
Not being.
We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna paint it black. Probably gloss black or satin black, not flat. I mean, and we do have the rear bumper here on front of the tractor, so I mean, it's 4 bolts, and we could bump it.
Yeah, the idea is around the actually making a roll pan for the back of the car. And that bumper should straight on you.
Yeah, and it would probably help hide some of our fuel cell. Yeah. So anyhow, if we get back here, we'll get on something else and totally forget what we was doing. So let's go back where we was.
That's the way it works.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we loving it. But all right, we're gonna I guess pull the fenders. See how much more work it is now. All right, everybody. So we back in the shop again this morning. Yesterday, let's see. The last thing we actually showed was us right before we pulled the fenders back off this car. When we had the whole front end, the bumper was on it and everything. So as we normally do sometimes, we got in the groove and got to working and forgot all about filming anything.
Well, yesterday Josh got real busy up in here. He added some inner support for our upper fender.
Yeah, and we use chrome square too.
Why not? Right? That's what we had readily available.
We're using what's in house right now.
And so it tied the firewall to the strut tower to the front of the frame, kind of boxed it in.
Yeah,
stiffened it up a lot.
Yeah, the whole car. You can grab the bar and the whole car shape now. So I'm
not moving around.
Fairly pleased about that. Both sides is done.
And believe it or not, the fenders will still are removable at the moment.
You know, you see where the bar runs, goes down. And Dean started working on this guy here.
Yeah, I got it completed.
That was rusted out. That was the only bad part on this radiator support. So he's ready to put that back in.
Yeah, ready to take it in.
But once we get that done,
I think we're going to do some inner fender metalwork and some outer fender metalwork.
Yeah, we're going to sheet all this so it looks.
And the reason is, man, I was rewatching our video, and I was like, man, that car looks rough. I just don't like the way, you know, the Mustang is kind of left.
All of our rough cuts that we.
Right. I mean, we can clean that up. We can do better than that. I know it might not be seen from anybody, but you know.
So we're gonna make this look better on both sides.
Fender's gonna hide it all, but still, I know it's there.
Yeah. So we're gonna work on that and get that knocked out. And hopefully hang the fenders. If that don't take too long.
Right.
In theory, we should be able to make one side and then cut the other to match.
Yes. It should be.
We'll see.
So the game plan is, if I remember correctly, we're gonna go in here with metal all the way across and then down.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, that's going to be an inner fender.
That'll be our wheel well side.
And then here we're going to go out and down to the frame, and it's going to clean up the whole area.
Yeah. Cover all this up, basically.
Yep. I think that'd be a good.
Run it up to the shock tower.
It's a day's work right there, man.
It probably is going to be a day's work, but we'll see what we do. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. Dean's going to knock this little
piece
patch panel out real quick.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm going to pull our tables and get it where we can get to our metal back there.
Y'all stay with us.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So, like I said, Dean's about to jump on that. I have my first measurement drawn out, getting ready to cut it here. This piece will go on the front inner side. Well, on the front inner side right there. So we'll see how that does, and I'll make it bend into shape.
Yes, sir.
Dino's here fitting to get his piece lined up where he want it.
Yeah, I got to make a bend. Always something.
All right, y'all. So I got the front piece of this fender well, I guess we'll call it. I got that one in. I got my other piece cut right here. It's going to go on the back side. And Dean's over here. He got his piece put in.
Yep. I'll do a little grinding on it.
Got to clean it up, of course, but compared to what was there, it looks a lot better. Yeah, I'm liking how this come out. It should clean it up a lot.
It looks really, really good.
It looks pretty okay. All right, y'all. So I finally got this inner fender structure I've been working on done. I'm digging it. I like it. It looks good. It cleaned it up a whole lot. It's all welded in as far as I'm going to weld it. I think we're going to leave these. Probably don't need to. We're going to let this be a vent hole. Let some heat out of the inside of the motor. It's not like it ain't got a big old hole up here to let heat out, but
Ain't gonna hurt none either way.
yeah. Now I got to figure out how to tie the front end or the inside end to make it look good. But I mean, either way, it's awesome. All right, everybody. So we are back on the car finally. We didn't take a couple weeks off, but it took a couple weeks away from us.
Life unfolded, and
We
there
had
we were.
some other things that we had to go get and go do that wasn't film worthy, really. It was just taking the porch down, and we put up a car shed. So we're finally back on the car, back in the shop. So the segment right before this, we finished the inner fender structure on the driver's side. So today we're going to knock this one out so we can get the front end back on the car.
Maybe paint it a little bit. You know,
Yeah, it
clean
wouldn't hurt
up,
to put some color on it because that one's
Keep
already
it from
getting some
rusting.
surface stress on it.
Keep from rusting.
But yeah, so we're going to try to we're going to get that knocked out today. It shouldn't be too hard.
And then we're gonna move on to other things.
Yeah.
Like always. Keep plugging away.
So let's see. I don't know if I showed it or whatever, but didn't want me to show y'all. It is
12:30.
12:35 now. It's down 100 and almost 100 degrees in this shop.
It's pretty warm today.
So excuse us if we're a little loopy, if you will.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
But yeah, we built a understructure, tied everything together, tied the frame together. So now we're going to plate it like this side here, which y'all should have seen, unless you fast forwarded through it. And we're hoping for that to be the outcome on that side also. It just cleaned all that up.
It makes it a whole lot better. Like I said, we seen it on video. I was like, oh man, that's kind of rough looking there. So let's straighten that up.
Yeah.
Cosmetic today, but that's also structural.
Yeah, it's structural. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to quit rambling about it, and we're going to get to work because I'm planning on being out here all day.
No, it's 100 degrees in here. What you mean?
All right, so we got our metal laid out. We're going to get some measurements of this first gap and carry on. And thank y'all for watching. All right, so we got our first piece cut out, clamped up in there where we want it. So I guess we're going to tack it in.
Tack it in. Yep. Get it set good, and that's it.
Yeah. I like where it's at. It matches the other side. So yeah, we're going to tack that in real quick. And then I will build this back piece here, get our sharp pocket cut out, and then get it. This was a real pain in the butt trying to get it around all these contours.
There's a lot.
But we bought a contour gauge, so we're in business.
Yeah. It wasn't expensive either. That's the thing. For that gauge to be so helpful, it was very
So we can find it again.
cheap. Very cheap.
So yeah, we bought this thing from Home Depot. I'm sure it's probably woodworking, but things like this. Slide that thing in there, and
It made a lot of sense.
that's our cut.
It's $12, you know?
Yeah.
So much easier.
Yeah, that thing's been a lifesaver on the other side. All right, I wanted to show you where we at. Get this tacked in. Get the other piece cut out. Maybe stab the front end on it, or put some color on it and then stab the front.
There you go. There you go. I like it.
All right, everybody. So we back here. We got this side done. It looks pretty good. It matches the other side.
The other one like the other one.
Then got this down here cleaned up. This side looks really good. It's got a little bit surface rust from where it's been sitting in the shop. We're about to take care of that.
Sir.
So I guess here in a minute, we're going to throw the front end on this old car and have it back one piece again.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to get that done.
Yeah,
It changes the whole outlook of the
it
vehicle.
does. It makes it look good. The front end needs to be pressure washed. It's got mold or tree stuff on it where it's been sitting under that tree at that man's house we bought it from, but it'll be all right. We'll pressure wash it soon. But when we get that front end on, we'll turn the camera back on because y'all seen that 1,000 times. Oh, sorry, y'all seen that 1,000 times.
Every bit of
All
it.
right, we'll be back. All right, y'all. So we're gonna end this video right here. On this one, we swapped front ends. We put the white car's front end on here.
Yeah, we went through the whole radiator support.
Swapped the radiator support from the white car to this car.
Yep. We
built inner fender structures, plated them.
They look really, really good, actually. They look awesome. So got crazy with a little bit of paint.
Yeah, we painted all of it black finally. It all looks really good when you pop the hood. We'll show that on the next video.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about all we're doing.
That's about it, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in between then, too. So
yeah. But thank y'all for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, tell us what you think, what we need to do. Give us some input, and we'll listen at it. All right, thank y'all.